Now we are studying a typical cell from the chapter Cell, its structure and functions. So what is a typical cell? A typical cell provides us a way to study the cell in detail. It helps us like a model. So when we talk about the organelles present in a cell, do all the cells have the same organelles? No, all the cells do not have the same organelles. So to study about these organelles and cell, we need to have a model like a typical cell. So all the organelles shown in a typical plant or an animal cell, do they exist in all the plant and animal cells? No. All the organelles shown in a typical plant or animal cell will not exist in all of them. For example, when we talk about plants, the chloroplast present in most of the plants, most of the green plants will not exist in some of the plants like parasitic plants. We know that chloroplasts are green colored structures which are present in the cells of the plants. So in a typical cell, the organelles which exist in most of the cells are taken and studied here. So a typical cell includes most of the cell organelles present in the cells. So a typical cell provides us the way to study the cell and it helps us like a model. So when we generally talk about a cell generally has got a cell membrane, it has got a dominant nucleus, and in between this cell membrane and nucleus we have got cytoplasm. And this cytoplasm, it consists of hundreds of structures and fine fibers, and these structures or cell organelles are very distinct, they can be seen. So in this way, most of the cell organelles which exist in most of the cells are taken in a typical cell and they are studied. When we arrive at such a model, we can compare the cells, we can compare the similarities, differences between them. For example, when we talk about a plant cell and an animal cell, the features which are present in the plant cell may not exist in the animal cell. So we can compare them, we can study them. So what are the components or structures present in the plant cell? What are the structures or organelles absent in the animal cell? We can take the diagrams of plant cell and animal cell and study about them. As we have studied that a typical cell provides us the way to study the cell. That means we can compare the cells and study about the similarities, differences, all those things. So here let us try to understand the differences between the plant and the animal cells, similarities and differences between the plant and the animal cells. So first, when we talk about similarities, both plant and animal cells, they are eukaryotic in nature. That means they have got membrane bound structures, they have got organelles which have got membranes around them. And then when we talk about the similarities, both plant and animal cells, they show the same type of organelles except 2 or 3 organelles which are not present in the animal cell. Now when we talk about the plant cell has got a plasma membrane, animal cell also has got a plasma membrane. Now this is the plasma membrane, and this is the plasma membrane of the animal cell. But when you compare the plant cell with the animal cell, plant cell has got an extra covering above the plasma membrane, that is the cell wall, and there is no cell wall for the animal cell. And in the plant cell we have a vacuole. In the animal cell it might be present, it might not be present. Even if it is present, the vacuole is very small in the case of the animal cell. And in the center of the plant cell we have got a nucleus. Animal cell also has got a nucleus, and we know that nucleus, it actually has got the genetic information, it has got genetic material. In both plant and animal cells, nucleus is there which holds the genetic material. And in the plant cell we have got mitochondria, in the animal cell also we have got mitochondria. And we know that mitochondria is the place for aerobic respiration, which actually produces the ATP molecules. Okay, then we have got Golgi apparatus. So Golgi apparatus is also present in animal cells, or also we can call it as Golgi body. Then we have got exclusive difference between the plant and the animal cell is only plant cells have got the chloroplast. Whereas chloroplasts are absent in animal cells. The major difference between the plant and the animal cell is, in the plant cell we have got a very big vacuole which can occupy almost 90% of the space inside the plant cell. But in the case of the animal cell, the vacuole is very small or it is absent. And in the case of the plant cell, there are chloroplasts which help in the process of photosynthesis. They are only present, exclusively present in the plant cells, whereas in the animal cells the chloroplasts are absent. And in the case of the plant cell, there is extra covering above the plasma membrane, that's called as cell wall, which is very rigid and gives a particular shape to the plant cell, whereas in the animal cell there is a flexible plasma membrane which gives either round or spherical shape to the animal cell. So in this way, when we compare the plant cell with the animal cell, we have got similarities and we have got differences. But the major difference between the plant and the animal cell is, in the plant cell we have got a big vacuole and we have got chloroplast. In the case of the animal cell, both of them are absent. Vacuole can be present or absent. Okay, so like this, with the help of the typical cells, we can study the similarities and differences between different cells. Okay, in the next classes, let us talk about the other cell organelles, we have got mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, and all those things we will study in the next class.